This is your reminder that just because something didn't come out last week doesn't mean it doesn't work, okay? Hey girlies, get ready with me for a full face of throwbacks you already own. It is 2025. We are not going to overspend. We're going to go and use things that we already know and love that work really well. So hopefully this is your reminder. First things first, let's go in with my favorite concealer. This might be my favorite makeup product of all time, period. If you want something that looks the most natural but gives you the most coverage, this is it. I've had so many people ask me, oh my gosh, your skin looks amazing. You're not wearing any makeup. Actually, it's this. I have 3 of these. I keep one in my purse, one in my baby bag, and then one in my vanity. I have to have these all the time. And the best thing is you don't need makeup brushes. You can do it with your fingers and it looks amazing. I bet you didn't know I was wearing makeup over my pimple already. I'm gonna go ahead and just lightly spot conceal anywhere I have some pigmentation. This is my favorite concealer on the market, period. I don't use it all the time because I hate running out of it so much. It's so expensive.
What are you doing?
Please stop shaking and talk to you. When I tell you that my foundation, I compared this recently to Huda Beauty's new Easy Blur foundation, which is stunning. Please don't get me wrong. But I've had this for longer than I care to admit because it's separating, so don't look. Give her a good shake. Give anything you haven't used in a while a good shake. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that my 2 complexion products were NARS. I'm not kidding you when it comes to my skin, which is dry and patchy and acne prone. NARS can do no wrong, no wrong. I'm going to blend this in using my BK Beauty 101 brush. This foundation is full coverage. I love those videos that are a full face of one product line because these products are really meant to be used in conjunction with each other. So let me know if y'all would like me to review a full face of a certain brand. I would love to try one of those. Go ahead and let me know in the comments if any of that interests you, and I'd be more than happy. Normally, I would suggest not to put foundation on your eyes, but for the sake of making this video watchable, I'm trying to cover up the purple on my eyelids as fast as possible for y'all. Look at my skin already. She is skinning. Okay, next, we're gonna go ahead and do some bronzer. And I'm gonna shaking the product again because I haven't used it in a while. But I'm gonna go in with the Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour, and this is in the shade Fair Light. This really is a true contour shade for me. It is very, very cool toned. So we're just going to put it specifically in different areas. Contour my chin a little bit. Have I seen you here before? No. Oh my God, I don't know what's gotten into me. Okay, my favorite brush for I cannot take myself seriously talking like this with like a mustache. Hang on. Let's try to get through this really quickly. My favorite brush for contouring, y'all, is the Charlotte Tilbury contour brush because the size of it is actually so small that it's a very precise brush, and that's what I really want for my contour. I don't want like a cool toned gray shade to be all over my face. And we're gonna put some bronzer on after this too. We have to be half glowy bronzer goddess all the time, especially if you're my age. But sometimes I just kind of want to call back to contouring a little bit because look how natural that looks. My lips do not look natural, but that is a trust the process moment. I'm trusting you guys to trust me, okay? Okay, there's been so much liquid blush on the market. I honestly thought about doing Rare Beauty just because I kind of don't see people using it anymore. But I think today I want to talk about the 2 ColourPop sort of like dupes for the Rare Beauty. These are really, really stunning as well. But one I kind of thought was so underrated, but maybe if you picked it up, this is your sign to pick it up again because it is gorgeous. And I think I'm going to use this one today. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blurring Serum Blush. And this is in the shade Hibiscus. These are so beautiful. So let's go ahead. Shaker, shaker, shaker. It's like that commercial with Sabrina Carpenter that's like, I love shaking that ass. Well, I love shaking my makeup too, Sabrina. Wish we were friends. Why did I do it like that? So I'm going to pick some of this product and mix it up on my brush a little bit first. And I'm really just putting that all over, even bringing some on my eyelid. We haven't done concealer yet, so I'm bringing it up a little further in this area right here than I normally would, so that when the concealer hits it, it has somewhere to sort of blend out into. Okay, next we're going to go in with concealer, and I mix these two shades. Bear with me, Serum Concealer from NYX. And these are so ratchet because they don't even have tops anymore, which is unsanitary, but here we are. You can see that I clearly love them. This is probably one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore, period. I mixed the two shades beige and fair because to make my concealer a little less highlighty and a little just more, and it matches my skin a little bit more. I've already mixed them on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna place them first under my eyes to have this part of them set the longest. They feel so hydrating and so nice. Their coverage is beautiful. I love this concealer. The only thing I will say about this concealer is I wish it had a different application technique. Like the pump thing and the finger thing is not my thing. Make sure we really blend this out into that blush, and I'm very lightly tapping over the rest of the blush to make sure that we don't just have a blend right here and then we've got super pigmented blush from here down. Next is powder. Another close, I'm not gonna say dupe, but like one that works just as well and gives you a really flawless base and good coverage is this one from NYX. And it's the Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. I've got mine in fair. I will say that the reason I don't reach for these very often right now is because it's winter and that color is just too dark for me. They tend to oxidize, so there's that. None of us want an orange under eye. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that my concealer has no creases in it, and I'm gonna put this powder down right away and look up. Now, a technique I've been doing recently, I realize that this is extra, but I've been taking a loose powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in fair. I will say I've got all of the finishing powders ever. I love them. I love how satisfying it is when my skin just gets like blurred to heaven, because we don't do any filters on this channel, and we don't have filler, and we don't have Botox, and I would really like a powder that makes me look like I have some, honestly. Do you know what I mean? So I love me a setting powder. Point is, I go in with a loose powder now over that initial pressed powder that we initially set down. I'm not kidding. I have not found a loose powder that's better than this from any sort of high-end brand. I will say that I like some just as much, but say that they're 10 times better than this one, not a chance. The amount of blurring and perfect my skin looks, especially for photos with this powder, stupid, unreal. Cannot get over it. Just setting my T-zone really quickly and my smile lines. I'm all crinkly at this point. Now that that's done, let's go in with an oldie but a goodie. This is Hoola Bronzer in her OG shade. She still works a treat. Let's go in with a really underrated, forgotten favorite. These are oldies but goodies. The Cheeky Vegan Blush Powder from Huda Beauty's Glowish line. And I've got the shades Charming Cherry and Caring Coral. I'm gonna mix the two. Legit, every time I wear these, I get compliments. Look how beautifully that sort of just seamlessly blends in without leaving any harsh lines. Really quick one and done eyebrow look. This is my just go-to product when I just need one product and I just need them to kind of be brushed up and look a little bit more ladylike and put together. This is the NYX Thick It Stick It. Wow, a lot of NYX products in here. NYX is a really great brand. They just kind of get slept on sometimes. They go through like waves of popularity. We are going to do a really simple eye look today because we don't got the time to hang out all day. We want to. I would love to hang out with you guys all day, but we can't get ready forever. We are booked. We are busy. How does that saying go? We are booked and busy. We are blessed. We are women that got stuff to do. You know what I mean? And we can't hang out with each other all day. And we can't hang out with each other all day. It sucks, but it's the truth. Where are these palettes? Should I use the OG Jaclyn Hill palette? I'll be right back. I know some of you girlies still have this. I mean, you should. Listen, whatever you think regarding Jaclyn Hill, this is a great palette. Y'all are ready for the amount of mess that is this palette. Look at this. She is so well loved. Like, oh my God. A mess, but she still works a treat, okay? So, look at this palette. It's so big. That's what she said. Okay, so, you know, really basic. We're gonna go ahead. Wouldn't it be fun to do a green look with this shirt? Focus, 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 focus. We're gonna go in with these really basic crease colors that I've gone in with a million times over. I don't know the names because she didn't put the names on them, so here we are. Throw these suckers in the crease. just give you a little bit of dimension to your eyeball. They're looking a little warm. I'm gonna take this girl right here and tie in her pink cheeks and pop her all over the lid. If you have time for it, let's pop on some eyeliner. I'm just gonna use the same palette and go in with this dark brown and the black right here. I am really gambling with life right now with how much time I have for eyeliner. We'll see. See, this is what happens when you rush. They're not even at all. These look like two different eyeballs. That was the opposite of whatever ASMR is. Let's try to fix. Do y'all ever experience this where your eyeliner doesn't come out even, so then you kind of have to play around and it's like a gamble of which eyeliner you're actually gonna end up matching? And you're like, well, I guess I have downturn eyes today, or I guess I'm gonna have a super upward winged liner, depending on which one's easier to fix. I just think that's a funny concept. They both look fine on their own, but they both don't. You know what? This is as good as we're gonna get. We're gonna run with it because we don't have time. Mascara is gonna fix everything. That's my philosophy. That should be like I should have that on my, I should have it on the t-shirt. Mascara fixes everything, because I really believe that. And concealer. Okay, let's go in with my favorite highlighter of life. That fixes everything. This is the Essence Be My Highlight. Look at her. She's so stunning. This stuff makes your skin look like skin. I use this even more than I do Hourglass, and I love Hourglass. I think I'm Hourglass's #1 fan. I'm not kidding. I don't think they can do any wrong. If there was one brand that I think, hey, anything from their brand I think you're gonna like, it's Hourglass. However, huge fan of Essence as well. I'm not kidding you. This stuff is my everything. I put it everywhere that I think my skin needs to look a little more like skin. Look at that. Look at the difference. Look at how nice this side of me sheen, like just has a really nice glowy sheen, but there's no stripe highlight. And this side is very matte. Look at the difference that makes. Okay, before mascara, let's go in with the Morphe. With the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist. This stuff is so nice. The mister on it is really fine. It feels really, really nice. It makes your skin look really, really beautiful and takes away that overpowdered look. For mascara today, I'm gonna go in with my Essence Lash Primer. I never do not use a lash primer ever. It makes such a difference in the longevity of my lashes and how healthy they are and how little they fall out, especially if you have a drier. I always mix two mascaras. Today I'm going to go in with MAC Extreme Dimension Mascara, and I'm gonna mix it a little bit with the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. These are two of my favorites, especially for lengthening and separation. The moment we've all been waiting for, lip combo time. I've talked about these before, but today I'm going in with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Flesh. And then to top it off with a gloss with the Maybelline New York Lifter Gloss, and this is in the shade 004. So liner was a little bit more peach than I would like, and I'm trying to bring back a little bit more of that pink tone we have in our cheeks. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take this out, shake out the hair. I hope you got some inspo to go ahead and dig out some of your, I don't think so. Okay guys, that is the finished look. I hope you got some inspiration to go ahead and dig out some of those old favorites, some of those good tried and true products that you love, and you loved a year ago, you loved a month ago, you loved 2 years ago. And don't forget that those things are all still really worth it. You hopefully purchased those for a reason, and I hope this inspires you to go ahead and sort of dig them out of your collection and have some fun with the things you already have. Thank you so much for getting ready with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go live that life more beautifully today, and I will see you in the next video.